us now to discuss why he left the Democrat Party before it was popular and cool back in 2019. GOP, New Jersey Congressman, Jeff Van Drew. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. It's interesting to watch these Democrats now jumping ship with 57 days to go. And there's multiple reasons, right? But at the end of the day, I keep hearing that resounding kind of same message that the party left them. It became so radical, whether it's the economy, the border, the endless wars. There's multitude reasons here of why more Dems are leaving. Remind folks, Jeff, why you jumped ship back in 2019.
Well, and you're exactly right. I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. And the same for, I think, all these other people that you just mentioned. This is a big deal. The Democratic Party might have in the past spent more or had a different view of certain issues, no doubt, than Republicans. But we knew one thing, that whether you were a Democrat or a Republican, you loved America.
Yes.
And you believe that this was the greatest nation on the face of the earth, and you believe that we need to continue the republic. This Democratic Party now wants to change the fabric and the structure of America. They believe in globalism. They believe that the United States of America is the same, maybe worse than any other country. I want to tell you two real brief stories. I'm on the Judiciary Committee, and as you know, so much goes through Judiciary. It's either judicial oversight or Ways and Means. And we set out the rules in the beginning of the year, the beginning of last year, of what we would do, how long people could speak, etc. One of the rules we wanted to set out was that we would start every meeting in Judiciary. And this is what the Republican majority want, and my chairman, Jim Jordan, who I work with closely, with a pledge of allegiance to the flag.
Right.
Do you know we had to have a debate and discussion about it? The Democrats said it was redundant, it was a waste of time, there was no need for it, it's already done in other parts of the Capitol. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
First story. Second story, real quick. Interviewing witnesses over a particular issue. It was racism in America, as I remember. The two Democratic witnesses, I asked them if they believe in American exceptionalism. And again, you know what that means, that America is, with all faults and problems, still the greatest country that was ever on the face of the earth.
I agree.
Neither witness, both authors, both renowned, could not say that they believed in American exceptionalism. That at its core is the most important reason of all.
Yeah, when you hear Democrats say America was never great, they can't tell you what a woman is, they think we should have a wide open border and not check people or vet them, when they are fine with getting into wars for 20, 30 years, which Democrats used to be anti-war, when they're fine with big business, when they're fine with this woke education, a woke military, a destructive economy that goes against every capitalist system around. I mean, I can break down every single thing that the Democrats have flip-flopped to, and it's against America. It really, truly is, Jeff, and it's baffling that anybody doesn't see this. Do you think that hearing from a Liz Cheney, Mitt Romney, and even a Dick Cheney in the last 72 hours saying they're all backing Harris, think that'll change any minds? Because I think people remember good old Dick Cheney, Mr. Halliburton himself, warmonger, and who he is. But since I'm sitting here bragging about a lot of Democrats switching, do you think any of these names, oh, and I forgot McCain's son, Jimmy McCain, all of them coming out in the last 3 days going, we're supporting Harris. Do you think it's going to change Americans' minds?
No. I mean, it's certainly not going to change Republicans. Republicans know that they are not real Republicans, otherwise they wouldn't do that. Democrats that are very strong, passionate Democrats are going to vote for Harris. The people in the middle are the ones that count, and they do remember Dick Cheney and all the money he made off of war and the fiasco that was Iraq. And they do know how, quite frankly, bitter and angry Liz Cheney is, Dick Cheney is, and the other individuals you mentioned as well. That's not going to convince them at all. I'm disappointed, though, in those folks because, I mean, Harris represents a substantive, structural change in the fabric of America. We will never, ever be the same again. And the fact, just because they're angry and bitter, that they would do that is exceedingly disappointing.
I agree. They don't understand. Well, they do understand. They're doing it for political clout, maybe money. Yep. Who knows? Jeff Van Drew, New Jersey Congressman, sitting on the House Judiciary Committee. We appreciate you weighing in on this one. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. And we're so glad you came around 5 years ago. You take care,
too.
Jeff. Appreciate you.